As they walk, something begins to change. The woman's hair grows longer, her bones crack, her body stretches unnaturally. Yun is paralyzed, then remembers what the shopkeeper once told her. If you see something strange, pretend you didn't. Just keep walking. So Yun lowers her head and quickens her pace, but the woman follows. A man in a suit arrives at a bus stop. As he gets off, he notices a woman in white sitting there, waiting. He glances at her, but keeps walking. Hours later, he passes by the same spot. She's still there, now with a suitcase. She makes strange sounds that grab his attention. But again, he walks away. It's not until their third encounter that he finally stops. Curious, he approaches her and asks why she's alone. He offers to call her a cab. It's late. She looks at him and says, "You don't recognize me." Chen, unsure what to say, walks off, uneasy and confused. The next time he passes the stop, it's raining. This time, he approaches her again. She tells him she has nowhere to go and asks if she can come home with him. Nervously, Chen agrees. Back at his apartment, he lets her in. While she's drying her hair, something catches his eye. Her fingernails aren't where they should be. Then she opens her suitcase and starts pulling out strange instruments. Elsewhere, 5 nurses are monitoring 6 patients. The head nurse feels exhausted and for a brief moment thinks she sees someone, but blames it on fatigue. Jun Lee, the newest member of the team, offers to stay behind and keep watch so the others can rest. Once alone, Jun notices a man standing nearby. "Where's the morgue?" he asks. She tells him he can't be there, but just then one of the patients flatlines. Jun calls for help and they manage to stabilize him. When she turns to look for the man, he's gone. Cut to Ren, shivering in bed, unable to sleep from the cold and the non-stop barking of a dog. Frustrated, he yells for someone to muzzle it. He swears that if he finds it, he'll deal with it himself. Tired of waiting, he heads out into the night. He stops in front of a brightly lit light bulb shop, drawn by the warmth. As he reaches for a bulb, the shopkeeper warns him not to touch anything. Ren's breath fogs up the air and even freezes the man's glasses. "I'll find that dog," he mutters. "I won't rest until I do." Soon after, a very tall woman walks into the store. She wants to take one of the lights too. The shopkeeper gives the same warning. She looks down and leaves in silence. Nearby, in a school, a teacher is taking roll call. Yun notices her name isn't called. Her friends whisper that sometimes spirits linger and keep attending class, sitting in empty chairs. After school, walking in the rain, one of her friends points to a dark, empty street. "Some say someone walks there," she says. "Sometimes, singing." Yun has to go that way. Her mom asked her to pick something up. Her friends leave without saying goodbye. Too shy to ask them to walk with her, Yun goes alone. As she walks, she hears footsteps behind her. She turns. No one. Then again. Until finally, she sees a shadow. Terrified, she runs, straight into the light bulb shop. The shopkeeper sees she's shaken and offers her a candy. She smiles, recognizing the kind her mother used to eat as a child, a detail that will matter later. Then Yun asks, "Why do you wear sunglasses indoors?" He replies, "The lights here damaged my eyes. I'll rest them once the sun comes out." Yun tells him she saw a ghost while crossing the street. He looks at her, startled. "Only a few people can see them," he says. "If you see it again, pretend you didn't. Just keep walking." While they talk, Yun doesn't notice that his reflection in the window shows an old man instead. Before she leaves, he hands her a flashlight, one that works by turning the handle. She thanks him and walks out. At home, Yun sees a woman in white approaching. She greets her. The woman, surprised, realizes the girl can see her, and from her suitcase, red drops begin to fall. Lena is looking for a room to rent. The landlord shows her a place tucked away in a quiet alley. Too quiet. Almost no one walks by. Something about it feels off. But with no better options and little money, she agrees to take it. While getting settled, Lena notices a door that won't open. The landlord explains, "That room's damaged. That's why the rent is so cheap." She doesn't push further. Instead, she begins cleaning and fixing up the place, trying to make it feel like home. Eventually, she covers the broken door with a curtain, pretending it isn't there. Meanwhile, a student walks past the alley. It's dark, too quiet. He feels uneasy. Something's watching him. To calm himself, he starts to sing softly, but the feeling won't go away. He panics and runs. He spots a well-lit bulb shop nearby, but something about it unsettles him too. He keeps going. Back inside, Lena is writing when she suddenly dozes off, without realizing that a shadow has crept up behind her and gently wraps around her. The lights flicker. Outside, another shadow approaches her home. The light bulb on her porch bursts. The student, now running, feels like the street never ends. He's desperate to escape. At the hospital, doctors tell families gathered in the waiting room that there's nothing more they can do. Everything now depends on the willpower of the patients to survive. One woman bursts into tears, shouting, "How can you leave it up to that? Your doctors? Save them." The patients had all been in a horrific accident. Their families had been waiting for hours, hoping for good news. Back in Lena's home, the lights go out again. She tries to fix them. When something catches her eye, the door that was supposed to be broken is glowing from underneath. She hesitates, then slowly opens it and steps inside. In the hospital, a nurse is in the bathroom when a woman knocks on the door. "How can someone unconscious have the will to survive?" the woman asks angrily. "I don't get it." The nurse explains that she once had a terrible accident too. She was in a coma. Her mother was told the same thing, that her survival depended on will. She never fully understood either, the nurse says gently. "But please, be patient." The woman grows furious. "You have to save them," she screams again and again. Just then, a janitor knocks. "Is everything all right?" The nurse, shaken, nods and quickly walks away. Lena enters the once broken room. The light is on. She reaches for the switch and turns it off. That very moment, the student outside panics. He starts singing louder, trembling. Then, he sees Lena and runs, terrified. Because he didn't just see Lena. Yun gently tries to wake her. "It's time to go," she says softly. But the girl, half asleep, murmurs with a faint smile. "You're beautiful. Just let me sleep a little more." Yun steps back into the dark street. Her mother had sent her again to the light shop, and despite the fear, she begins to walk. That's when she sees someone ahead, a woman. Without thinking much, Yun walks beside her, covering them both with her umbrella. "Where are you going?" the woman asks. "To the light shop," Yun answers. As they walk, something begins to change. The woman's hair grows longer, her bones crack, her body stretches unnaturally. Yun is paralyzed, then remembers what the shopkeeper once told her. "If you see something strange, pretend you didn't. Just keep walking." So Yun lowers her head and quickens her pace, but the woman follows. Yun breaks into a run, reaching the shop in a panic. Her cries draw the shopkeeper out. "Go home," he says firmly. The woman keeps coming closer until he removes his sunglasses. At that moment, the woman freezes, then slowly turns around and walks away. Elsewhere, the student is still wandering. He stumbles across the woman in white. "I'm scared," he admits. "Can I walk with you?" She nods. They walk together. Back at Lena's house, more bulbs have burned out. She decides to shower with a flashlight, but as she bathes, her hair begins to grow. She doesn't notice until she finds a thick strand on the floor. It terrifies her. Another bulb flickers out. The door slams shut. Someone's been breaking the lights. She realizes she's not alone. Outside, the student and the woman in white pass by Lena's house again. "I saw someone in there," he tells her, "but what scared me most was the huge figure standing behind her. It was holding her, like it owned her." The woman wants to speak with Lena, but the student pulls her back. Then he notices something off. Her fingernails aren't where they should be. Frozen with fear, he collapses. "Don't be scared," the woman says softly. "You're no different from me." He looks down. His legs are broken. He starts crawling, crying, desperate to get away. At the same time, Lena tries to escape, but the door won't open. The boy screams for help. Lena breaks a window and yells too, but no one hears them. No one ever will, because this is the other world. The woman in white walks to the light shop once again. She studies the bulbs, scanning each one until one catches her eye. She stops. Her suitcase drips onto the floor. Suddenly, a man bursts in, out of breath. "I need help," he says. "I'm a police officer.